Hi everyone, Ryan here from Fight Game Analysis, and today we are going to be talking about the upcoming fight between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. But before we jump into that, if you've been enjoying the content, please go ahead and click on the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate your support. Alright, so everybody knows we've got the trilogy fight coming up. We have Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder scheduled in less than 1 month. And this is a fight that we've been waiting for ever since the second one ended. Almost everybody knew that we were going to eventually get this third fight. Everybody knew about the rematch clause and how much both men wanted it. So almost as soon as that second one ended, we were just salivating, waiting for this third one. Originally, this was scheduled to happen a couple months ago. But then somebody in Tyson Fury's camp contracts COVID-19 and it gets pushed out. And the question is, who did that help more? Pushing this fight back a couple months, who did that help more between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder? You know, on the one hand, you've got Tyson Fury. Let's be honest, the man couldn't be more confident at this point. He comes out after that huge layoff, gets the first fight with Deontay Wilder, gets knocked down twice, but for the most part, wins the vast majority of the fight. Wins the vast majority of the fight against arguably the most feared puncher the sport's ever seen. Then he goes in there in the rematch, knocks the man out. Completely dominates the fight and knocks the man out. How could you be more confident than him? You listen to the interviews, you watch what he's doing. I believe the vibe that he gives off. What you've seen him do in his career, what you've specifically seen him do to Deontay Wilder, going into this third fight, I have every reason to believe that he's supremely confident. So you think about the layoff, this extra couple months that he gets, I don't know how much that really would have helped him. I really don't. I mean, you can hear rumors out there that he wasn't looking good in sparring, wasn't looking good in training camp, wasn't taking things seriously. You know, if that was the case, and I don't know that it was, but if that was the case, you know, then the layoff would help. Because he'd be able to go in there, he'd be able to take this sport seriously the way that he's supposed to. He'd be able to go in this fight and become prepared. But I don't know if he was in there doing that. We hear a lot of rumors. That's the way the fight game works. All kinds of people are saying all kinds of things. I'm not going to base any assumptions on that. I'm just going to assume that he was training, he was ready to go, and that things got pushed back for all the reasons that were stated. And in that case, it doesn't really help him too much that he gets an extra couple months. It's going to be business as usual a couple months ago, or it is today, or it is tomorrow. Kind of all the same for him at this point. What he's done is really put him in that position. But Deontay Wilder, on the other hand, see, that's a different story. So Deontay Wilder, we all know what happened. He gets knocked out in this second fight, blames his trainer and files Mark Breland, ends up going with Malik Scott. Now, there were all kinds of rumors about things that happened. Now, I don't know anything about anything, just like the majority of people out there. But I'll tell you what I do believe. I believe that Deontay Wilder believes it. I believe that that's really motivating him to do a bunch of these things that you see coming into this fight. As far as firing the trainer, the way he believes that he's going to come out there with this just supreme confidence and be able to run Tyson Fury over in this third fight. And you see all the little nuances, the way that he's training differently with Malik Scott. Right, the way that he's trying to work in little defensive movements, the way he's trying to understand angles a little bit better and land his counter shots, the way he's working head movement and trying to get things off. All of those are little things that we did not see him working on before. So you take the fact that he got knocked out in that last fight. The more time that he gets in between that knockout and this next fight, you'd have to think that would be beneficial. He gets a new trainer. The more time that he gets to work with that new trainer, you would have to think that would be beneficial. So I don't know if Deontay Wilder is going to go into this fight and win. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that by him getting this extra time, getting pushed back a couple months, I think it benefits him more than it benefits Tyson Fury going into this third fight. So let me know what you guys think. Did that reschedule help Tyson Fury or did it help Deontay Wilder more?